Hello everybody, today we're going to be going over another Overclock and loadouts for it. This time we're going to be taking Seeker Rounds with the Loki Smart Rifle, or the Lok-1 Smart Rifle, or the Lok-on Rifle, however you'd like to pronounce it. What Seeker Rounds does is it ignores enemies' armor, and it also ignores the terrain. It basically gives you wall hacks plus aimbot on a gun, which can be pretty strong. This does lower our reload speed, which isn't a huge deal because you can reload cancel the Loki. It also lowers our burst fire, so that is more noticeable. You do shoot much slower with this, as well as this also has kind of another weird quirky thing to it. If you're using this in multiplayer, it's really difficult to actually shoot your teammates with it because the bullets kind of teleport through them to the target. Now, if you were going to take blow-through rounds, they can still hit teammates potentially after they go through a target, but before that they don't really seem to be able to do that, at least to my knowledge they can't. So this is the build that I'm running with Seeker Rounds. For tier 1, we are going with extra ammo, but you could go with extra damage. Both these are fine. Since you can't really miss these shots, then both of them are really good choices. It just depends if you want more sustained damage or if you want more direct damage, or I guess more burst damage. Pick whichever one of these you'd like. Tier 2 is in a very similar situation. Pick any of them in Tier 2. I usually just go with the longer range option here, just longer range overall, but any of them are really good. In Tier 3, I'm going with the Electro Rounds, but you could go with blow-through rounds. They only work after they hit the target that you were locked onto and then go through, so they can still work, but they're a little bit finicky. Smart targeting's not really as good with this one. I usually like going with the electrochemical rounds so we get a little bit more damage if something's on fire or being electrocuted. Tier 4, we're going with faster lock-ons. That's usually better than more targets in general. And then in Tier 5, you can take whatever you'd like. I'm going with the electro generator so that we can electrocute enemies so we can produce electricity for ourselves. Oh yeah, the electrochemical rounds in Tier 3 also works when something is on fire and being electrocuted. Both those stack. Now, with our secondary, since our primary does so much single target damage, we are going to go with a secondary that kind of has some more AoE damage. For this, I'm taking high voltage crossover for the breach cutter. This one just decreases our mag size, but we get extra electricity on our breach cutter. I'm building it like this. 4 other options for an overclock for the breach cutter that you might want to pair this with. You could go with something like Inferno. This lets you light things on fire, so it can synergize really well with electrochemical rounds. You could also go with something like lightweight cases, which is just a really strong overall overclock. Most of the overclocks for the breach cutter would work just fine for this. If you're looking for something for the grenade launcher, you go with Pack Rat here. This is just all built for ammo so that you have more for crowds. You could do the exact same thing with RJ250 or with compact rounds. For the shard diffractor, I'd recommend something like Volatile Impact Mixture. This gives you some more AoE damage, and it also gives you the status effect of lighting things on fire. Very useful too. If you don't like that but you still want some more AoE, you could go with something like Feedback Loop or something like Plasticrete Catalyst. Those would also be really good options. I'm going to be running this mission on an elimination mission on Haz 5. Hope you guys enjoy. Tyrant Weed. And another breeder. Yeah. Let's, I gotta get rid of this quickly. Okay. Hey, Steve. I would like to build my turrets as well, but I'd also like to stop getting swarmed by little things. Ah, man. Ah. Oh. I have enough for this. I do. Hooray. Which is great, because I don't have bullets. I got turrets. Don't have bullets for them, though. Well, I do have bullets for them, just they're not set up. Alright. Hope I can grab this before I get swarmed again. Get rid of that. Oh, there's meteors now, too? Ah. I'm going to target the other thing. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! Run away! It's not even going to hit the plant. Well, it hit the Praetorian, at least. So there's that. There we go. Get rid of the plants. Okay. Well, that was annoying. Hey, stop attacking Steve. There's more meteors? Or is that another full-size meteor? Okay. Oh, there's a grabber too. I haven't even started on the Dreadnought yet. Wait, is that a... What? Steve, look out! I don't know what's going on. This place is weird. Oh, well, alright. It's a Dreadnought fight now. Regular Dread. Okay. Well, good thing. This Dreadnought's really easy to fight with, this Overclock. You just point it right at him and just keep shooting until he's dead. That's, well, you can actually do the same thing with your secondary if you have this.
I was born ready.
Okay, yeah, go get him, Steve. Fight him. No, Steve! We will avenge you, Steve. Keep breaking that armor. Just keep shooting through him and apparently killing that Fester fleet too. Okay. And he should be dead pretty soon. There we go. Way to go, Bosco. That was pretty simple, but the regular Dreadnought is quite simple. That's all you have to do to fight him. You can do the same thing with the twins. The only one that's different is the Hive Guard, which, if we get that, then I'll kind of show how I fight the Hive Guard with this. Or just with the Loki in general, because it's kind of weird. And usually you want to be trying to aim your shots to hit his weak spots. There's another breeder? That's the third breeder I've came across in this mission.
There must be a root nexus nearby. Leech now!
Oh, you got a leech? Heck yeah. It's totally what I meant to do.
Ain't no more breeding for this mother. Native breeder here. Bring it.
Oh, and another spitballer. There's a mix of everything in here. Alright, let's get this other Dreadnought going. It's the twins, alright, well. I guess we'll just attack them normally then. Because this is another boss that we can fight pretty straightforward. The only one you really can't is the Hive Guard. Which, I mean, you can fight his little guys as straightforward as you could with any other weapon. It's just once he gets to his second phase is when he kind of has some other weird things that you can do. Usually you just want to try to like curb the bullets around so that they actually hit him in the weak spot. Why is there so much other stuff with this? Okay, well, whatever. My turret's already completely out. Oh, I could have gotten to Steve. I should have gotten to Steve. Alright, they should be healing now. Yeah. Alright, time to reload our guns then. Great thing about this Overclock too is that we can safely fight enemies like this just by hiding behind cover. And you never have to worry if you're lined up. Just use your wall hacks to your advantage. And also the breach cutter has wall hacks too. You can just shoot this right through walls and still hit things. They healing again, or? Yeah, they are. Okay. Just spam the breach cutter then. Ow. Oh, my gun's still locked on. Alright, well. Thank you, Bosco. Appreciate that. Yeah, let's grab some health. And we might be able to kill both of them at the same time, roughly. Yeah, at least one of them. Alright. And the other one's down. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Seeker Rounds is a super straightforward overclock that's quite good. I get asked about it pretty often, though, if it is a really good overclock or not, and I would say that it is. It certainly is on missions like this. It can be really useful on industrial sabotages as well, because you can shoot like the sniper turrets and stuff. Against the Caretaker, it's kind of odd. You usually still have to kind of aim, at least for the vent part. For the eyeball part, it's really simple. You just lock onto it and just keep firing. I'm curious to see, how many kills did we have then? 352. That is quite a few, especially for an elimination mission. That's actually a lot. I think it was mostly because the Tyrant Weed was there and it took me so long to kill it.